Hey guys, welcome to part 12 of...
Come here. Attack from it.
My bad, there's actually a good reason why the music just played there for a moment.
I thought
And
you
I'm
did that on
sorry if I made
purpose.
any of you deaf. Um, basically, yesterday, we tried recording, but, Charles is having Wi-Fi problems.
And his
And I mean,
computer is
his
still a
Wi-Fi was
dick,
coming up
so
real bad. And I was having audio problems. We recorded 2 full episodes. One for Tales,
uploaded.
Sky Patrol, and one for this. And
Yeah,
there
we
was
have
no
more
audio.
detailed explanation in our Tails video. So whenever that we get that uploaded.
So that's why there was no videos yesterday, and I'm sorry for that, guys. But I couldn't do anything, you know. Well, if I could do something, I would, but there wasn't anything I
How did
could
he
do.
get behind me? Oh, that kills me, bad.
And that's why my life counter, as you guys probably noticed it for a second, is a bit lower.
Yeah, beautiful episode. And yeah.
And there, about an hour ago, there before we actually recorded Tales Adventures, which is about half hour ago, I spent a past half hour just picking up progress on this game
That's
right
why
where we
you
left
didn't
off.
call me till later. I'm an idiot.
Yep. So I was picking up progress.
And I sat there and watched an episode of Transformers.
And let's see,
Boy,
I went from Crashman all the way up to where we currently are now, room number 5. Or what I call room number 5.
what did you think of Wiley's music for the first stage?
I like it.
It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of iconic. Like everyone loves that song.
I really like Crashman's level though.
Oh yeah, his level's fun. Crashman's probably my favorite.
Yeah, for some reason when I heard it, I was, like I mentioned, I was there catching up on Lost Progress. It almost, I don't know how, but it almost gave me a game show vibes, and I have no idea how.
I can sort of kind of see it.
But I'm not sure which one. And I hope I'm going the right way.
Price is Right, maybe. Nah,
Maybe.
it was a bit more like upbeat and like
Yeah.
No, but I don't really see it, but I can kind of see where you're coming from on that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I get more of like an amusement park vibe or like a fun fair vibe.
Hmm.
Like,
Oh
but
shit.
that's just me. Like in the fun way,
Oh
not in the cool way.
god. Ha!
There's two ways to give someone a fairgrounds vibe. You can do it like the fun-filled way or the evil clown way,
Do 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 do.
where it's like distorted, like clown music. A good example is Grease Paint and Monkey Brains, the original mix, which is why they fucking use it as the final boss theme in Twisted Number 4.
Okay. Or if
Where
you
I kind
just
of like
want,
the remix of it better because it sounds so fucking evil.
or if you just want to do it visually, 2 words, Sweet Tooth.
Well, yeah, because that's who you fight in that level.
Mm.
And he is fucking hard. Sweet Tooth is fucking impossible in Twisted Metal 4. He has the most overpowered, crippling, bullshit special weapon in probably in any car combat game, period.
Oh
It
god.
is such bullshit. Oh, God, fuck that boss. It took my dad forever to fucking beat that.
Okay. So Okay, so it's...
I
Okay,
sat there
so
and
I
watched
need
him
to go.
play it. Like, dude, it just took him forever. Then he let me play, and I died in like 2 seconds.
Ouch.
Cause but yeah, that was like during my first year of being a gamer. So yeah, it's put me up against one of the hardest bosses in video gaming right off the fucking bat.
Oh, God.
Ugh. Hell, I could barely make it there myself usually. But yeah, I got better. I'm glad I did because back then, like I had heard of Twisted Metal Black and all I knew is it was a Twisted Metal game. I didn't know about all the fucked up shit in it, but I made it so bad.
There we go.
I'm glad I didn't get it because A, I'd probably be even more crazier, and
Hmm.
B, that game would have kicked my ass because it's fucking hard. Like, me and R both have another Twisted Metal game, Twisted Metal Head-On Extra Twisted Edition.
Hmm.
I'd say that Twisted Metal Black's easy mode it might be equivalent to that game's hard mode.
Oh, God.
Maybe it's medium, but I say it might be slightly harder than its medium. Like it's pretty fucking bad.
Good God.
It's fun as hell though. It's a really good game. Like it's like it's probably the best Twisted Metal I've ever played. It's just really difficult.
And that's
Like,
why I put a
to,
save state there.
get on like medium and hard. It's pretty easy is manageable. It's just a lot harder than the other game. I like it overall better because it's got better level design and shit.
Ah.
Well, that's debatable. I like the levels of Head-On a lot, but a lot of them are just based on fucking Twisted Metal 2 levels.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Like, LA is basically a remix of the LA from Twisted Metal 2. Paris is just like the one from Twisted Metal 2. There's a couple in there.
The closest thing that I actually played to Black was the lost levels in the Extra Twisted Day edition.
Yeah. But again, that's still not as hard as the real game.
And I'm...
It is. It's closer. But it's not quite there.
And I'm going to admit something to everybody here. But from what I played of the 4 levels of Black in the Extra Twisted Edition, I actually prefer Head-On over Black because...
Well, you need to play the real game. What? Even then, you'd probably like Twisted Metal 2, because it's basically the exact same game as Head-On.
Because, like, one thing I found about Black of little that I played of it, or what little I could play, I should say, the environments are really dark, and I don't mean sinister, I mean they're just very low light compared to what...
It's worse in Black. Like, the levels in that are, like, really bright in comparison. But, it's mostly about the same, though. Like, that's the one thing. Is, like, you kind of gotta get used to that, or just kind of be cool with it, because it's an acquired taste. Like, it's part of the theme, it's part of the atmosphere, and it works at what it does. And, like, usually it's no problem in most levels.
So, I mean, like, I only
the first level, it's kind of an issue in the junkyard, because sometimes it'll, like, rain super...
Yeah.
super hard. And it's really cool for the atmosphere, but it makes it really hard to see in front of you.
Yeah.
And even David Jaffe himself admitted that in the interview in Extra Twisted Edition. Even himself admitted that. It's still a really solid game, probably my favorite that I played. But, you know, if you're not really down with the darkness, and that's it. And also, if you're not down with some kind of fucked up and twisted stories, then might not be cool with it. Yeah, this ain't a Twisted Metal, we'll play in front of the kiddies. I mean, you got fucking cannibals, a dude who drowns a baby, a bunch of serial killers. I mean, half the cast is fucking serial killers.
I'd say the
Um,
most kind of sanest person there. It has to be a Mrs. that drives a black semi that has a doll face stuck to her face.
no, she is not the most sane at all. The most sane is Raven, the girl who drives, her shadow. She's emo, and she's like super depressed over friendship. I don't know, like she's the most normal out of all of them. Um, like in comparison, like she's not like you're not going to see her working in an office anytime soon. But like she's like more normal than a lot of the characters. Like the way Dollface acts in that game, I think she has like brain damage, and he even says that on her fucking thing. Because the cool thing about this game is they don't have character bios, but they have like profiles like for Insane Asylum. It shows them like what fucking disorders they have. I actually kind of like that. Again, I wish they had that and proper character profiles in game. But that's a pretty cool touch. It adds to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Which that's one thing the game does right. Its theming and atmosphere is like amazing. Its presentation is great. Like even the character select screen in that game is like really good. Because it shows all the cars in the middle of a fight, and you just kind of scroll through them and switch between them, and you can and when you switch to the profile, it zooms in on the driver of the car. It's really cool how they do it.
So I mean, like what Charles was saying earlier, the darkness in black is something to get used to. So like, I only played 4 levels of the game, so I couldn't exactly get used to it.
Yeah, and those weren't even like finished levels though. Those were like levels that were going to be in the sequel that never came out. Which I wish I had of, because God, it fucking open world twist that has potential if you do it right.
Just one thing I've just been thinking. I wonder if they're actually still doing Twisted Metal games.
If they are, it's not going to be. I don't think it's Jaffe and his team. Like they're doing like indie things now, I think. So I don't know how good it would be. They are still putting Sweet Tooth in games. Like they're still pushing the brand. I mean, Sweet Tooth was just recently in Rocket League. They have him in PlayStation All Stars. He's been in a few recent games since 2011, 2012 rather. But so and he's still been in some of the recent commercials and stuff. So they're still pushing the brand. They're still acknowledging that it's there. So maybe I don't think it'd be developed by the same team though. Which this is number 1, 2, Black, Head On, I think, and the System 2012, all made by roughly the same guys, by the same core team at least. Like Jaffe was involved with most of them. I don't think he was involved with the original PSP version of Head On, but I think he did do some stuff for the Extra Twisted edition. It's mostly like the same group of guys, but 3 and 4 were not developed by the same team.
That's probably why they're not exactly.
They didn't. Yeah, because they didn't. Because again, even in the interview, the team didn't get it as well as the main team did. Like the guy at like on a marketing standpoint, is David Jaffe put it. Like the character is like supposed to be cool, twisted, like weird. But they didn't actually get the universe and how to actually implement it well.
And I remember one thing that they actually said was that the companies that made 3 and 4, they do make good games. It's just those.
I think I played some of them. I think I played another game by 989. I forget which game it was though.
Yeah, he said that the games that the companies made 3 and 4, they do make good games, but it's just 3 and 4 themselves is just not so good.
Like 989 Studios, the studio, like I liked 4. Granted, I was younger back then, and I could easily find tons of flaws with it now.
Hmm.
But it was a decent game for what it was. 3, it was okay too. It got me into gaming. But you know, it's again like if I went back and played it now, I'd probably sit here and like tear it apart.
Hmm.
But they're decent games. They're good games. But they're not. Again, as they put it, like seriously, just watch fucking Twisted Metal: The Dark Past. It's an interview that was in Extra Twisted Edition. It basically goes over everything I'm saying. Damn it all, when we do get this money, that's got to be on our priority list to fucking play a Twisted Metal game on the fucking channel. Because we would like Twisted Metal too, because it's basically the same game as Head On. That and Carmageddon. I know you're wanting to play that, but yeah, like.
Oh.
But here's the thing. I don't think it's hopeless that even if a different studio develops a new Twisted Metal, that it'll be bad because it was a completely different studio.
Hmm.
Other than Rare, and that game is amazing.
Hmm. Oh my god, are you kidding me right now?
Like, I don't know. It depends on who they get to make it, but a new Twisted Metal game could be good. Honestly, I would prefer it to be smaller scale, like a downloadable game.
Hmm.
And I'd like it to be structured like the old games. Like, I already described my ideal Twisted Metal game in a previous video. But I'll just go over the point. Car customization and creation, which there was hints of that in 4, but I'd like to see that come back, like, fully featured.
Hmm.
I'd like the old school design, go through levels, you know, fight guys, get to the boss, get the story, all that crap.
Hmm.
As an extension of that, I'd like the return of cars and drivers. Instead of like just putting any driver in a car, you get like one driver per car.
Hmm.
Because I kind of like that better because it was like picking a character in a fighting game basically. And
So-
the overall progression of the game is fighting game like, and I kind
So
of like.
basically, what you would like is black with full-on car customization.
Yeah, well, actually, you know, black. Open world maybe, like, but overall, I'd be happy with just a classic Twisted Metal game again with really good design levels.
Okay, I gotta hurry.
And I would like to see a true sequel to the Black Universe. I feel like I want to know more about those characters.
Hmm.
Because Twisted Metal 2012 was heavily based on Black, but all the characters were different versions of characters from that game.
No, I missed.
So I would like to see more stories based on the same characters from Black.
Cool, anyway.
That would be cool, but I'd also be happy with one continuing with the 1-2 Head-On universe.
Hmm.
I'd be happy with that as well. I'd also like them to keep licensed soundtracking, because that was in the last game, that was in 3 and 4, and I like that. That is to say, though,
Ow.
I'm kind of good either way, because, like, even the Twisted Metals that have original soundtracks, the original soundtracks are really good.
Yeah.
And if they're doing a Black Universe game, I say they're better off keeping with the original soundtrack, because
Yeah.
ominous, like, music,
There you go.
it sounds like threatening and scary as hell as it is in Black. Like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
that fits way better. And it adds to the atmosphere. So you better, but if you do like a Twisted Metal 2 universe game, I say go on and put fucking licensed music in there again.
Yeah.
You know, basically that's what I want. Like just like a fucking PSN game that's like based on the other Twisted Metal games, has a bunch of new levels. They're well designed. Maybe a couple new cool cars. Of course, all the legacy cars got to come back. You got to have fucking Sweet Tooth. You got to have Grim. You got to have Outlaw. You got to have all the classics. But I'd like to see some new characters and stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff they could do with it. And, you know,
Yeah.
and maybe maybe have old levels in cars as DLC at some point.
Yeah.
Like cars that they didn't put in, like Twisted Metal 2, or levels from Twisted Metal 2. Like you make that as DLC or something. Like that'd be pretty cool. I'd be down to play with that.
Yeah.
That's what I'd want of a Twisted Metal game now. And the open world route that they're going to go with in Harbor City, again, that could have potential, but I'm not sure. I'd rather just get a new one, a new classic Twisted Metal. I mean, hell, they can't fuck out as bad as Activision fucked up Pro Skater 5.
Huh.
And yes, I'm a nerd. I just spent like 20, 30 minutes on that Twisted Metal. Fuck you. I like the series. And you know what another thing is? Twisted Metal is like the most heavy metal game like I have. Because like the whole vibe and feel of that game, yeah, it's heavy metal as fuck. I mean, like half the characters could go on a fucking metal album cover. Especially when you get into black.
Oh, dude, you just made me think of something.
Fucking No Face looks like be on the cover of a metal album.
No, just
as a matter of fact, like he's on the black disc. You just take the disc art of Twisted Metal Black and put it on a metal album. It'd probably look cool.
Just imagine if you took every single Twisted Metal character, put them in a collage, and say like and put into a style of like a metal album cover.
A lot of the black ones, like Sweet Tooth, no brainer.
Yeah.
Like in any of his variations, he would probably look pretty cool on the metal album cover. Mr. Grimm, I'm pretty sure someone's already done Grim Reaper on a motorcycle on an album cover.
Yeah.
If not, Marvel's done it with Ghost Rider. They're basically the same character, except one's head isn't on fire.
Yeah.
They're essentially the same character, and I will admit that. But
and one of them is from a comic book, and the other one's from a video game.
Dollface in black would look pretty good. Because hell, she looks like she could be in a metal band.
So guys,
like with the fucking spikes and that leather getup, yeah, like she looks like she's straight out of a fucking death metal band.
guys, there's room number 5 done with.
Wait, did you beat all the bosses, or what did you fight?
Those blue wall turrets. God, I hate
Oh,
them.
you finally beat. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yesterday we did.
I hate those things.
I forgot we couldn't get yesterday's upload.
So guys, blast the like button like a turret if you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you next time. And we'll be heading on to the final room. We'll be fighting Robot Masters and Wily himself.
Ivory.
So guys,
The Lowry.
see you in the next
Can't
one.
wait until we get to Mega Man 8.
Later.